relaxing pose. Try to find a lengthening throughout your torso, lengthening throughout the spine. Walk your fingertips a little bit more forward, but at the same time push the hands down to the ground so that you can get your hips closer to your heels. Find few more breaths here. We are just starting, so take your time, arrive to your yoga mat, take a child pose. So we start here finding our breath, the prana, the life force, so that the breath will stay with us and will connect to the movements. Take few more conscious breaths. Breathe in from nose all the way down. Feel your lungs, chest and belly. And as you breathe out, empty. Empty your lungs, chest and belly. 2 more strong breaths. Lengthening breathing and trying to find equally long breathe out. Stay focused on your breath and start to walk your arms to the right side. Stretch your left side body. Left arm super stretching diagonal way forward and rightward. Keep your left side of your hip heavy, anchoring your left seat lower and lower down. And then move through center, back, and then to the left. Extend your right arm to the left and forward. Maybe soften your neck a little bit more. Keep returning to your breaths, long and satisfying. And then back to the center. Move into all fours and get your knees together, thighs together. Sit onto your heels. And let's find some cat and cow movements here. Let's open our palms towards the ceiling in gesture of receiving. And as you breathe in, push your elbows back. Hands are open, broaden across your chest. As you breathe out, push your palms forward as though you are saying stop or pushing a wall away. Tuck the chin round the spine. Breathe in, open your palms, elbows back, broaden your heart space. And as you breathe out, push the hands forward, chin to chest, round the spine. 2 more like this. Breathe in, open the palms. Connect the breath to the movement. Breathe out, flip your palms forward, tuck the chin. And one last time, breathe in, proudly open chest. Breathe out, pushing imaginary wall away from us, rounding the spine. And then release your hands down, walk to all fours, spread your fingers wide. Tuck your toes under and take first downward facing dog. Don't worry if you are just connected, we've just started. Bend into one knee and then the other and make this downward facing dog the one that you move around quite a lot. You can move your hips, pedaling out your feet. Keep pushing the ground away through strong arms. Use your fingers wisely. Then drop your knees down to the ground. Breathe in, open to cow pose, broaden across the collarbone. Breathe out, round the spine to the cat shape. Breathe in, neutral spine, toes tucked under, and breathe out to downward facing dog again. Breathe in, reach your right leg high up for three-legged dog. Breathe out, step the right foot outside the right hand. Giant step to the outside of the hand. Ground your left heel down, keep right fingers low, reach your left arm up and breathe across the heart space, broaden across the chest. Breathe out, look down, drop the left arm down and step the left foot outside the left hand for Malasana Yogi Squat. Find long spine here, hands towards the heart. Roll your shoulders down and back, squeeze the shoulder blades gently in. Keep balancing between your toes and heels, sharing evenly the burden between the toes and between the back of your feet. And then drop your fingers down, straight your legs, parallel your feet on the way to forward fold. At first, bend both knees, belly towards your thighs. And maybe sway gently right, sway gently left. As always, at first, opening respectfully, nothing rushed, no urgency. Try to straighten the right leg, keep your left knee bent. And then switch, straight your left leg, bend your right knee. Bend both knees, and if you can, straight both legs for a moment. Breathe in, halfway lift, hands on your shin bones. Breathe out, hands onto the waistline. Breathe in, climb all the way up. Point your elbows back, shine your heart high up. And then release your hands, step your feet hip distance apart, find Tadasana. Breathe in, sweep your arms up, let's stay in motion, lengthen. Breathe out, keep this openness at front body as you slowly lower down. Do not rush it. Breathe in, halfway lift. And breathe out, step to downward facing dog, right foot and then the left foot. Find your downward dog, about 3 breaths. I cannot say it enough. Press down through your fingers, so important. Do not collapse on your wrist. And then drop your knees down to the ground. Breathe in, open into cow pose. Shoulder blades squeezed. And breathe out, broaden the shoulder blades. Protraction, press the ground away. Breathe in, come back to neutral spine, prepare your toes, and breathe out to downward facing dog. Breathe in, reach your left leg high up to the sky, three-legged dog, and breathe out, step the left foot outside the left hand. Drop your right heel down, left finger stays low, right arm reaching up. Keep your core strong as though you have the center of the sun at your core, at your belly, and you are rising long lines across the body like rays from the sun. Take a look down, right fingers down. Step the right foot outside the right hand, come back into Malasana Yogi Squat. One option, stay here with hands in front of your heart, or maybe this time you can reach your arms up, lengthening across the spine. Keep pointing your knees to the outside so that you can engage your glutes. Long lines across the spine and long breaths to match. And then release your hands down, straight your legs again, forward fold parallel your feet. But this time bend your right knee and walk your hands to the right. Lengthen your left side body. Find one more cycle of breath. And walk your fingers to the left, bend your left knee a lot, and walk your right arm a lot to the left. Breathe into the right side body. Try to gently push your right side hip backwards so that you can stretch even more. And then come back through center, hands to the shin bones, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the waistline. Inhale, climb all the way up. Point your elbows back, open your heart up. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet hip distance apart. Let's create longer sequence. Breathe in, arms up, sweep up, open. Exhale, keep this back bend sensation as you lower down. Maybe bend your knees if you need to. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, step back and lower down. Maybe it's Chaturanga this time, but definitely this first time you can drop your knees if you wish. Point your elbows backward. Breathe in, open up, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, strong arms to downward facing dog. Breathe in, reach your right leg up, three-legged dog. Keep your hips square, strengthen right side glutes. Exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. Drop your left knee down. Inhale, rise your arms up, low lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms, broaden the heart space even more. Breathe in, lift your arms up. And breathe out, straight your right leg. Drop your hands either to the floor if you can reach. If you cannot reach, drop the hands onto the blocks. Point your right toes towards your face. Maintain long spine. Shoot your right side of your hips backward. And at the same time, keep pressing your right heel down and back to engage the hamstrings. And then slowly bend your right knee. Keep your left hand down on the ground, reach your right arm backward, and one option, you can stay with your left foot down on the ground, or you can flex your left foot and kick your left heel towards your butt. This will be not only quads opening, but also strengthening for your hamstrings. So keep on hugging the left heel in towards the glutes. Right arm reaching backward. Keep rotation in your chest. Two more breaths. Strongly hug your left heel in. And then release your left foot down. Release your right hand down. Hop your left foot halfway forward, heels on one line. Hands onto the right shin. Lengthen the spine, half pyramid pose. Keep squaring your hips. Press down through your feet, engage your quads. And if you can, maintain long spine, but drop the fingers to the floor. Take about 3 long breaths. Do not rush it. Send the breath everywhere you can. And listen, let's bend the right knee just a little bit and hop your left foot to the right. So a little bit forward, like behind your left heel, and to the right. So you are finding this X shape with your legs. Walk your hands to the right, hands between your feet in the middle of them. And if this is tough, you can place your hands on the block and stay here. If it's relatively easy, keep only the left hand down and twist your right arm up towards the heaven. Stay with this twist. 3 long breaths. And as you breathe out, refine this engagement in your core. It's like you are vacuuming the content of your belly, finding strength again and again. Drop the right hand down, walk your hands back towards the center of the mat, extend the left leg behind you, halfway standing split, and as you exhale, left knee towards your nose, bend your right knee gently and round your spine as though you are doing a cat shape. Breathe in, extend the left leg behind. Breathe out, bend your left knee, bend your right knee, nose to knees. 2 more like this. Extend the left leg behind, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, nose to knees. One last time, chest forward, left leg extended. Exhale, nose to knees. Now step the left foot all the way back, ground your left heel down, settle right forearm on your right thigh, and extend the left arm across the ear line, side angle pose. Let's create circles with our left arm. So left arm backward towards the left side of the mat and all the way towards the back of the mat. Forward and around 2 more times. Backward, open, broaden across the chest and forward. One more big circle. And then drop the gaze down, drop the left hand down, lift your left heel up and twist to the right. Extend the right arm across the ear line, finding long lines from left heel towards the right fingers. Keep energizing between your feet as though you are squeezing left toes towards the right heel, but at the same time, push your right knee away from your left heel. Take one more full cycle of breath. Empower your left leg. And then look down, one last shape, scorpion tail. Kick the right leg behind you, bend your right knee and point the right knee towards the heaven for scorpion tail. Keep pressing your fingers down, even find a micro lift throughout your wrists. Strong arms. Wrap the triceps around and in towards each other. Wrap your forearms towards each other. And then drop your right foot down, drop your knees down. Breathe in, open to the cow pose. Breathe out, round the spine to the cat shape. Breathe in, return to neutral spine, tuck the toes if they are not tucked. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg high up for three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands and drop your right knee down. Inhale, rise your arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms, broaden the heart. Energize the chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lengthen your left leg, drop the hands down. Or as always, use props if you need them. There is no shame in finding easier option. Just fall in love with your kind of practice, never comparing yourself to others. Honestly, find the good feelings for yourself. Soften your jaw, soften your face. Return to long breaths if you have lost them. And then bend your left knee, keep your right hand down on the same line with your left foot, reach your left arm behind, twist, and maybe you can kick your right heel towards the butt. It looks easily and gently to lift this right foot, but actually it is a tough work for your hamstrings to create this contraction. Hold it, kick your right heel even closer. Feel the work behind your right thigh. And then step your right foot down, step your left hand down, hop your right foot halfway forward, heels on one line. Either slide your hands onto the left shin and stay here in pyramid, or as you breathe out, find a depth, hands reaching lower down. Invite a neutral S-curve throughout your spine. So you keep a neutral lordosis, kyphosis at the chest, and another lordosis at your neck. And drop your hands down. Step the right foot behind the left and way towards the left side, finding this X shape in your legs. Walk your hands to the left. Right hand stays down, left arm twist to the left. If this is way too much, keep both hands down or both hands on the block. Keep hugging in at root lock, at Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor, especially as you breathe out. Find the energy there, lift there. And as you breathe in, broaden even more across the heart, twist your chest more. Left hand down towards the mat. Walk the hands to the right, to the center of the mat, shoulder width apart. Extend your right leg back. Squeeze right side glutes. Inhale, chest forward like a halfway lift. Exhale, nose to knees. Bend both knees. Right foot stays up. Breathe in, extend the right leg behind you. Exhale, nose to knees. Two more like this. Keep engaging your core as you breathe out. One last time, engage right side glutes, muscles of your buttocks, around your buttocks as you extend the leg. And now extend the right leg all the way back, ground your right heel down, pointing right toes slightly towards the right side, left forearm on the left thigh, extend the right arm over your head. And start to create circles backward towards the right edge of the mat, then towards the back of the mat, and to the left edge and front. Two more like this. Find expansiveness. You are here to create room across your body. After last one, look down and anchor your right hand down. Lift your right heel up, left arm up, twist. And then extend your left arm across the head. Visualize those long lines for yourself from right heel to left fingers. Across your spine, tuck the chin gently in. Empower your right leg. Finishing with scorpion tail, left hand down, kick the left leg behind you. Bend your left knee and point your left knee skyward. And place your left foot down, place your knees down. And one option, you can stay here in your plank on your knees, and we will be holding this for about 30 seconds. Or if you feel like you could challenge yourself a little bit more, go for full plank. And now pay attention to details. Magnetize your wrist towards your toes. Hug both sides of your body in. Try to find a neutral neck, not collapsing at your head. Heels away from your chest, broaden across the shoulder girdles, broaden your front body. Everything is strong in plank pose. This is such a good pose to wake up. About 10 more seconds. Squeeze the wrist towards your toes. Hug the core in, sides of the body in. And then drop your knees down, open to the cow pose again. And drop onto your forearms. We will bend our elbows, connecting the hands together, and as always in puppy pose, you can drop your forehead down, or your cheek, or your chin, whatever feels the best. Keep reaching fingers towards the sky, and try to keep your elbows parallel. And then climb up. The next two sequences will be very core supported. So let's find a seated position, shins to one side, and let's wake up our core a little bit on our backs. So roll down and find the happy baby pose first. Hold your feet and sway gently right, sway gently left. Open. Left leg to the outside. You can slide your left hand to the inside of your left thigh. And then bring your left leg back to happy baby pose. Open your right leg to the outside. Maybe massage a little bit. And then come back to happy baby pose. Extend both legs to the outside. Reach your arms behind you. Take inhale. As you exhale, lift your heart, shoulders, point your fingers forward. And 10 times let's pulsing with forceful exhale. So as you exhale, pulse up, pulse up. Push the exhale out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Extend your arms behind you. Hug the knees in towards your chest. And now interlace your fingers in front of your right shin. Kick the left leg up towards the sky. And now keep pushing the right shin in towards the interlaced fingers so that you can climb all the way up. Roll forward to sit. Extend your left leg. Keep the left leg hovering above the ground and proudly open chest. 4 more like this. So it's 5 all together. Roll back, kick into your right fingers, and then open. 3 more. Roll back, right shin to the fingers as you sit. Rock. 2 more. Sit straight. And 1 last time. Feel your core engaged. And now switching legs. Both knees towards the chest. Hug your left shin in. Extend your right leg. And roll it forward, hard forward. 4 more times in your pace. If you need to slow it down, slow it down. If this is difficult, use your hands to help you to sit up. Last one, I think it is. And after last one, try to roll back and then roll forward to forward fold. Can you roll and stand up? If not, it's okay. Stand up in your own way. And if you do, then find a forward fold. Hold your elbows and sway gently right, sway gently left. Release your neck. Refine your breath. The breath is one of the most important practices we have to calm our mind, to stay centered. Drop the hands down, step to downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg high up. And now kiss your right knee towards your left elbow. Roll forward to plank, right knee to left elbow twist. Breathe in, right leg behind. Exhale, right knee towards your nose, around the spine, maybe you can tap. Breathe in, extend the right leg behind, and this time right knee towards your right elbow, crawl your body forward to plank. Breathe in, right leg behind. Exhale, step the right foot forward between your hands, ground your left heel down, and let's move to Trikonasana. Help yourself with fingers to straight the right leg, right hand on your right shin or below, and left arm up. Again, imagine that your core is like a center of the sun, and you are creating long lines out of it like a rays of the sun. Long arms, long spine, long legs, everything connected to strong core. Now open your left arm even wider, broadening across the chest, and if it feels good, wrap your left arm behind your back. Snuggle the left fingers somewhere good, maybe even towards the right thigh creases. And now bend your right knee. One option, keep your right forearm on your right thigh. Harder option, extend your right arm towards the right side. Finding core supported Parsva Konasana, side angle pose. 3 more breaths. Equally long breathe-ins, equally long breathe-outs. Reversed Trikonasana. Straight your right leg, reach your right arm up and leftward. Slide your left hand down the left leg. Stretch the right side body. All the time, keep connection to powerful core. And now bend your right knee, circle right arm forward, left arm forward. Plant your left fingers down on the ground, left heel up, and we will do modified side plank pose. Step the right foot halfway back, so right foot in the middle of the mat. Turn your left foot to the knife edge, to the pinky edge, and reach your right arm up. This is oblique work, sides of the body muscles, sides of your trunk to lift your hips even higher. Feel the oblique. 3 breaths. Press the left fingers down. We don't stay long, so find your breath and find a strong left side body. And now take a look forward. Try to step the right foot again forward where it was. If this is hard, drop the right hand down and step there or wiggle the right foot more forward. Half moon pose. Reach the right fingers forward. Open the left arm up. Open your left hip up. Find the breath. If you need, use a block, of course, and I will give you a challenge if you wish. You can take the left arm behind like you did in Trikonasana, and maybe you can hover your right arm forward. You can try it. If it doesn't work, no big deal. Stay in your normal way. About 2 more breaths. Drishti point will help you with balance. Now let's finish with peaceful warrior. So right hand down to the ground, bend your right knee, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Peaceful warrior, stretch the right side body, keep your left arm behind the back, heart up, and vinyasa, right arm down, right foot back. Inhale, strong core. Exhale, still keep your strong core as you lower. Breathe in, open up, knit your lower ribs in. Exhale to downward facing dog. Breathe in, left leg high up. Breathe out, kiss your left knee towards your right elbow into the plank pose. Breathe in, extend your left leg back. Exhale, left knee towards your nose, round the spine. Inhale, extend the left leg behind you. Exhale, left knee towards the left elbow, find the plank pose. Breathe in, left leg behind you. And this time, step the left foot forward between your hands. Ground your right heel down and straight your left leg for Trikonasana. Lift your right arm up. Shoulders away from your ears. Pay attention to core today. And especially you can feel the power of core as you breathe out. But it's all the time with you. Also when you breathe in, this deep layer of our core, TVA, transversus abdominis, is always fired up when you keep your ribs nicely in, when you maintain a neutral curve in your spine. Those deep layer of muscles will support you. And now open your right arm wider. And if it feels good, wrap your right arm behind your back. Bend your left knee, place your left forearm on your left thigh, first option, or extend your left arm forward into core supported Parsva Konasana. Find 3 breaths. Reach up, straight your left leg. Reach your left arm over the head and drop the right hand down the right leg. Maintaining strong at the center so that you can stretch your periphery way more. And bend your left knee, circle left arm and right arm, right hand to the ground. Lift your right heel up and go for halfway side plank pose. Left foot steps halfway back. Go to the outer edge of the right foot and reach your left arm up. Press through the right fingers. Remember, do not collapse onto your wrist. And now take a look down. Can we step the left foot back where it was at the top of the mat? It needs some core work to do that. If not, you can always return to plank pose and wiggle your foot forward. Left fingers forward, lift your right leg up, open right hip, open right arm up. And remember, this is a perfect place to work on your half moon, your Ardha Chandrasana, or you can play with it by placing your right arm behind you and maybe also extending your left arm towards the top of the mat. Flirt with balance wherever you are and maintain strong core. If you will lose it and you will start to be a little bit more flappy, you will also lose balance. So it's super important to work together with your core. And now drop your left fingers down, bravo. Step your right foot to the back of the mat and open for peaceful warrior. Left arm over the head, left knee nicely bent. Positioning your heart up on the pedestal. And finishing with vinyasa, circle your arms down, step your left foot back, and this time breathe in plank, breathe out. Maybe you are ready for chaturanga. Breathe in and tuck your toes, open the heart, and breathe out to downward facing dog. Drop both knees down and get onto your forearms. And let's try to hold a forearm plank, this time for about 45 seconds. Let's extend our legs back. If you cannot hold it 45 seconds, it's okay. You can hold it 10 seconds and then release into the child pose. So we are here to do our best. Magnetize your elbows towards your toes. Hug sides of the body in. Engage your core, broaden the shoulders. Keep neutral neck. Only 10 more seconds. Soften your face. This is a challenge as we hold it. 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees down and give yourself a child pose with your arms extended backwards so your shoulders have a time to rest. You can place your cheek down or your forehead down. And then walk your hands forward. One more sequence and then we will move to seated stuff. So let's move on to the forearms again. We flirt with dolphin plank and now let's do the dolphin pose. If this will be too much, you can return to downward facing dog anytime you need to. So keep your forearms parallel, magnetize your elbows towards each other, broaden the fingers, tuck the toes and find a dolphin pose. Breathe in, extend your right leg up, three-legged dolphin. Breathe out, right knee hugs towards your belly, nose to knee. 3 more like this. Breathe in, extend your right leg up. Breathe out, hug your right knee towards the chest, compress. Breathe in, extend your right leg skyward. Breathe out, hug your thigh in, compress. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, get empty. Now lift your right leg up and try to move to three-legged dog. Maybe both elbows at the same time or one at the time. Do your best. Walk the hands towards the back of the mat. Slowly take your time and take a standing split. If you don't have a big range of motion in your hamstrings, stay in halfway standing split. If you would like to lift your right leg higher, go ahead. Soften the back of the neck. And each time you exhale, find the deep sensation in the low core, in your pelvic floor, hugging everything in as though you are putting on yourself a corset. And then walk your hands forward, keep your right leg lifted, and sway your right foot forward between your hands. Drop your left knee down. Inhale, extend both arms up. And now join the palms together on your heart. Breathe in, breathe out, twist to the right. Hug the left elbow outside your right thigh and look behind the right shoulder. This is a perfect place to stay. If you like to play with balance, you can place your left fingers onto the right shoulder and right hand is reaching backward. Maybe you will bend your left knee and you will hold your left foot with right hand, kicking the left heel in. It is a little bit challenging for a balance, but if you wish, you can try it. You may even surprise yourself. Take a look down, drop your hands down. Now try to place your left forearm down from the inside of your right foot. If this is not possible, you can stay on your hand and repeat side plank pose the way we did it before. Or we can move to forearm side plank, left knee up, step the right foot back, and stay on your left forearm as you are reaching your right arm up. This time, if you can, stack the right foot over the left. Left side oblique work. Obliques are muscles on your sides of the core. And now you can either release or maybe wild thing from here, stepping the right foot back to the right and opening across the chest. Right arm extends. So it's exactly like wild thing, but a little bit lower on your forearm. Find one more full breath in. And then lower your right hand down, right foot back, left arm straight, plank pose, and take vinyasa in between. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Not so much hard work left, at least not in standing sequences. So only left side left, drop your forearms or stay in downward dog if it's too much to stay in delphin. And now lift your left leg up, three-legged dolphin. Exhale, hug your left thigh in, left knee in towards the chest. 3 more times. Breathe in, use your left side glutes to extend. Exhale, contract. 2 more. As you compress your left knee in, try to kick the left heel in towards the booty so everything is nice and compact. One last time. Kick the left leg behind and now try to lift yourself up on your onto your hands and walk your hands towards the back of the mat, standing split. Take your time, it's not the easiest sequence today. So truly try to find your strength at the center. Maybe the left leg a little bit higher if you wish. But if this is too much, keep the left leg leveled with your hips. And let's walk our hands forward, back to top of the mat. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Drop your right knee down. Breathe in, both arms up towards the heaven. Exhale, hands to the heart. Breathe in, prepare. And on your exhale, twist to the left. Hug your right elbow outside your left thigh. The hips are allowed to drop a little bit. And if you feel like trying something with balance, then right hand on the left shoulder, left arm reaching backward, or maybe even bend your right knee and hold your right foot with the left hand. This is something additional. Feel free to stay at the shape that feels lovely for your body. And then release gently without shooting to the ground, but just gently place it down. Right hand down to the inside of the right leg. Drop your arm onto the forearm, onto the elbow. Use your left hand to kick the left leg back and find a side forearm plank. Lift your hips even higher. Find engagement on the right side body. Stretch on the left side body. Soften your face. And maybe moving into wild thing from here. Bend your left knee, step the left foot to the left. Open, squeeze your chest up. If this is way too much, move into the child pose and wait there. One more breathing. Breathe out, roll onto the left hand, left foot steps in, straight your right arm and move through vinyasa if you can. It was a lot, so if you feel like skipping vinyasa, it's okay too. Breathe out to downward facing dog. Step your feet halfway forward. Step your hands towards your feet. And maybe this time you can wrap around your legs. Give yourself a nice hug. And drop the hands down in front of your feet, bend your knees, and let's try to go to seated poses through the squat. So squat down and place your bum down on the ground. Find yourself at the middle of your mat and let's find Navasana, boat pose with twist. Lift your calves up and maintain your calves parallel to the floor. Hands to the heart. Breathe in, twist to the right, and then breathe in center, breathe out, twist to the left. So when we breathe out, we twist. Breathe in center, breathe out, twist to the right. And keep moving like this, center, exhale to the side. Inhale, center, X to the side. Keep moving, try not to collapse your shin down. About 4 more. Maintain long spine, tuck your chin gently in so your ears are above your shoulders. Move back to the center and Baddha Konasana. Join your feet together. Bring your heels in towards you. Breathe in, lengthen out. You can hold your feet and breathe out. Maybe slide gently forward. So it's up to you how low you will get. I am genetically not that open at this region, so I always hover halfway down. But if you are example of very open hips, you can get almost to the ground. Pause at the moment when you feel that it is still fruitful, but you are not rounding the spine too much. You can use your elbows to push your knees lower down and try to release your neck. Lift yourself up. Next one will be a bit playful, still staying with our core supported things. So what we will do, we will roll backward and forward to the pose. At first it will be half Navasana, second V-shaped Navasana, and third time Ubaya Padangushtasana, holding big toes. Let's see how it goes. Keep it playful. If this is tough, always come back to half Navasana. You may even hold your inner thighs. So let's roll back and through the plow pose, legs back. Roll forward to sit and find Navasana, 3 breaths. A long spine, pause for a moment, and then roll back, try V-shaped Navasana. Roll back through the plow pose into the V-shaped Navasana. If this is not happening, hold your thighs. This is perfect too. Now, when you roll your legs back, try to hold your big toes. So legs back, drop your big toes, and maybe with one swift motion, you can roll forward, not letting go of your big toes. Bravo! Wow, super. This one is playful, so let's try 2 more times. Maybe not letting go of your toes. As you roll back, round your spine, and then roll forward, try to find the seat. Bravo, roll back and forward to sit. You are killing it today. Perfect. And then let's release the feet down. And today's practice, we have always something for core and then contra pose to stretch the front body. So this time it will be also something to stretch the front body. Reverse tabletop, hands behind us, fingers pointed forward, feet hip distance apart, lift your hips and stretch the front body. Press the back body towards the front body. And if it feels safe for your neck, you are allowed to drop the head, but only if it feels good. And then release your hips down. We will finish with Matsyendrasana. We flirted with it before, and now we will try to do the full shape. Left leg extended, bend your right knee. Keep a little bit of space between the right foot and left thigh. Take your right arm to the inside of the right leg. So watch out, not outside, to the inside, and then try to hug around your right shin with your right elbow, right forearm, so that the hands can meet at the back like this. So you are going around your leg. I will show you from left side. It looks like this, hops. If this is not working for you, just bend your right elbow and keep pushing your shin away, reaching the chest forward. If you have room, maybe fold forward. And then climb back up. Let's test our core with elephant pose. Left arm stays inside the left leg, but try to climb, right leg, try to climb your right leg higher than your elbow. Maybe even as high as your shoulder, but at least higher than the elbow. And now, if you are interested in lifting your butt off the ground, it might be that it will be easier if you have 2 blocks. In this way, your arms will be longer. But some of you, I'm sure, will be able to do it without blocks, or maybe going onto your fingers. So elephant pose, we try to lift the legs off the ground. What I like to do, because I have very short arms, I like to stay on my fingers. It is a little bit of cheating, but because I trust the strength of my fingers, I just stay on them and lift myself up. But if you have long arms, flat hands will be fine too. Okay, let's release it. And then switch legs. So bend your left knee and then hug around your left leg into Marichyasana. And as you exhale, fold, relax the neck. And let's lift up. Again, let's try elephant pose. So again, maybe your hands will be higher on something if you have something. If not, either flat hands, or it's okay if you trust the strength of your fingers to stay on your fingers. Climb your right leg higher than your elbow. Arm goes from the inside, and then bend your right knee so that you can keep these legs, not to slide it down. And maybe you can just lift your hips up. Maybe with the strength, you will be able also to hover the left leg up. Oh, at least for a moment. So try it out. You know where it is? It is like this. You go on your hands and try to hover it up. Perfect. It was the last thing for our core. Let's walk the hips a little bit more forward. So at least this elephant pose was a nice test if we already have this core strength to lift the legs off the ground. But it's okay if it's not yet there. It will appear. Hands forward and slowly roll yourself down. Hug your knees in towards your ribs. Sway gently right, sway gently left. And finish with happy baby pose again. Hold your feet and keep swaying if it feels good. Bring your knees in towards the center one more time. And then drop your knees to the right. Extend your left arm to the left. Find the twist. Come back to the center and drop your knees to the left. Extend right arm to the right. Come back to the center. And if you are ready, take Shavasana, the corpse pose. As always, use blankets if it helps you, socks. Make yourself as cozy as you can be. We will stay for a few more minutes here. And this is the last practice this month in April. So I think a nice intention to set together at the end of the month or at the end of our practice is I intend to freely forgive others and myself, especially when something ends, like a month, like a year, a week. It is nice to free ourselves from bad emotions. I intend to freely forgive others and myself. As you find yourself comfortable lying down on the mat, start to relax every corner of your being, every periphery, every distant area in your body. Feeling alive across the fingers, alive across your toes and feet and hands. Maybe your body after movements feels like bubbling up with joy, with satisfying feelings. Observe it. Make yourself feel at home in your body. Forgetting about what had happened today, this week, this month. Moving through the gate to the present moment. Enjoying what you have here and now. Then this moment, it's all there is. Whenever you find yourself into the mind too much, into the thoughts, return to intention or return to the breath. I intend to freely forgive others and myself. And I will hold us here for about 2 more minutes in silence, and then I will wake us up. And if you feel ready to start to wake up, Then start to adding some movements, toes and fingers, head from side to side. Move your arms, move your legs. And as always, do what feels lovely. Stretch it out, maybe also stretch your jaw. And when you are ready, return to seated position. And let's finish together. Join the hands on your heart. And saying namaste to you. Thank you very much, girls. As always, it was a pleasure to practice with you. Hope that you felt some fire from the core today. And always, if we add a strong center, strong core, every pose starts to feel more empowering. So this is quite important to think about it. So always like a center of the sun. Thank you. And as always, if you have any questions, I'm here for you.